So, as you know, we are traveling right now, and we're staying with my sister and her husband in Denver, but we took a day trip today, and we find ourselves up in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado, and with a brand new friend, too.
Yeah. Guys, this is Michelle. She's Brazilian and she has a YouTube channel as well. The name of her YouTube channel is Gringa Agora Sou Eu. We're going to write down right here for you guys and link it down below as well. And she vlogs her life as a Brazilian in the US. So she does the opposite of what we do.
Yeah, the exact opposite of what we do down in Recife.
Yeah.
Although I'm not pregnant.
Yeah, there's that. Not yet.
Sorry.
Not yet.
I'm sorry. She invited us over to collab with her in doing videos together, and we just recorded a video on her channel, so don't forget to go check it out.
Yeah, check it out. We're going to leave the link here for you guys.
It's all in English as well. So we're talking about relationships and how different it is to have a relationship with somebody from another country. Michelle's fiance is American, and they actually met while traveling around the world.
Yes, we met in Taiwan.
Yeah. So, as you guys know, of course, I'm Brazilian and Ryan is American, and we also met in the US, and we did a lot of traveling.
Yeah,
so
it's always been a huge part of our lives.
It's a huge part of our lives, and something that we want to pass on to our little bean as well. We want her to be international and traveling everywhere.
Yeah, and we figured since we are traveling right now, and, you know, just with a new friend who has shared a whole bunch of travels herself, we would take the chance to do a little tag for you guys and answer some travel questions, and I'll have a fun time doing it.
So we're going to be doing the Wanderlust Tag for you guys today. It's a tag that was on YouTube a while ago, and I found it, and I always wanted to answer, actually, and we thought was very fitting for where we are right now.
Yeah, it's been on our list forever. This is our
Let's
shot.
do it.
So, question number one, what is your most treasured passport stamp?
Ooh, Michelle,
Good
you
question.
first.
Ooh, I don't know.
Pressure's on.
I think I would say Indonesia.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I was trying to go there to do some volunteer work, but then someone told me it was hard to get like the visa from there, but you had to buy the ticket to get the visa. So I didn't want to spend money and then not getting it because I was afraid I'm not getting it. And then it was like talking with the organization, talking with the family I was staying in, talking with my family. It was like 1 month of I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And then I ended up buying the ticket, I got the visa and I went there. So it was like a really long process. So I think that's why it was
like a nice reward.
Yeah, exactly. Such a reward.
Mine, I have to say, it was my first time in Spain because it was the first time that I had been to Europe, and we went together to Barcelona. And I remember just seeing that stamp in my passport. I was so proud of myself. I was like, oh yay, I went to Europe. And it was one of the best times we've ever had on a trip going to Barcelona together. And definitely one of our top cities in the world to visit. And perhaps one day, who knows how life goes. So.
Yeah. And I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to say that China is such an incredible stamp, and I love it because it's the opposite side of the world, and we had a beautiful time there. But I'm going to say that my real favorite is actually my Brazilian stamp on the passport, because I've got a couple of Brazilian visas in there, and now I have a permanent residence card in my pocket. And being in Brazil has become such a large part of my life that I have to say that that's the truth. So
agreed. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, question number 2, can you recite your passport number from memory if asked? Ryan?
No.
Michelle?
Absolutely not.
the 2 first letters.
I have 2 passports, so no way.
You too. Yeah, we have 5 passports between the 3 of us. Nobody knows.
No way. Who needs
Absolutely
to know
not.
it? You always have your passport with you, so if you need to get down a number, you just look.
Exactly.
That one's an easy one. Question number 3. What is your preferred method of travel? Planes, trains, or automobiles? That's a good question.
I love to travel by plane just because you can go farther and faster. But I'm not a fan of turbulence and the takeoff and the landing and everything.
Yeah.
But it's
We've
just
had some white knuckle landings.
I mean, getting to Denver was rough this time around. I just like the idea of being a different part of the world at the same day or within 24 hours, so fast, so quick.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's true. I prefer by plane, and I don't know why, like, I was never afraid of planes. Never been. And for me, every time on the plane's like, just going to this awesome new place. I don't know, since I was a kid, like, it was something I loved to do. Even if I'm going, like, Curitiba, São Paulo, let's go my place.
So
Place is so much
exciting.
nicer. I don't know, it's not for the faster. It's something that I fall in love with, traveling plane.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And I think this is the American in me, and maybe it's not so unexpected that I love traveling by car. I love the automobile. I have like
You're
road
a big
trips.
road tripper. Yeah.
Road tripping has always been such a big part of my life since like as far back as I can remember. The first time I got that car and drove like 2 hours away from my house, 2 hours away from my parents. It feels like freedom, being able to take yourself where you want to go, when you want to go.
Yeah.
And I've taken some awesome road trips around the country, some great trips with Priscilla, and I hope we have a lot left in us also, because it's wonderful, I think, to see the scenery go by, to see it all change just right there, to be able to stop and reach out and touch it if you go by someplace cool.
Agreed. I like it as well.
true.
Yeah. All right. Question number 4. Top 3 travel items.
This is a hard one.
Yeah.
Well, camera.
Me and
Maybe
YouTuber.
not so hard.
Yeah.
Like, we have to record
Right.
everything and take pictures.
Yeah.
3 items.
Right.
Oh my god. Passport doesn't count, right?
No. Okay. So yeah, top 3 items.
Like 3
that
items
are,
that can fit in a suitcase or like that in a
Or-
carry-on that you bring with you.
or like optional, not something that you need, like your ticket and your
Right.
passport.
That's
so.
a better,
Okay,
better way
yeah.
of saying it.
My cell phone.
Okay.
It works like a camera, but it's also like posting on Instagram
Yes.
and on Facebook about
Yes.
the trip. I love doing
That's a huge
that.
part,
So,
like
Yeah.
sharing your experiences
Yeah.
with everybody.
yeah,
these
nowadays
days.
it's like impossible to do that without a cell phone.
Right.
Yeah.
And top sunglasses.
Yeah.
Oh, you took mine. I was like, nobody's gonna say sunglasses, but that is the most important thing for
Yeah,
me.
if I go walk with Kent around the
You need your
neighborhood, I
sunglasses.
need my
Me
sunglasses.
too.
So do I, yeah.
I will leave the house and then come back for my
It's like,
sunglasses
yeah,
before I go
I'm
out again.
good at
They're that important, I think.
What are yours, baby?
Well, sunglasses. And I'm going to have a tough time being original here because I think the camera also, these days we take a lot of, we make a lot of videos and we
Yeah.
love sharing them with you guys. But once upon a time, like just taking travel photos was my
Right.
favorite thing. We've taken
Yeah.
some trips where I just, like, Priscilla always has to wait for me because I will be waiting for the light or waiting for, like, a ship on the
Yeah.
river to pass in front of my lens and, like, so I can get the angle I want.
Birds and flies.
Birds in flights.
That's Ryan's
I have an obsession with birds in flight, and there's no explanation for it. She thinks that I'm going to become an old man
You
nature
are.
photographer
You
someday.
are. You're gonna be a birder. You know you will.
Embarrassingly true.
And then third item.
So that's number 2, and what would be my third item, like that I have to bring that I can't travel without? I'm gonna say sunscreen because we take so many sunny
Yeah.
vacations, and I am white like the Great North, and I burn like this. So don't leave home without it, people.
And mine are also phone, definitely, because I'm a big sharer on Facebook, Instagram, you name it, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Camera, because we vlog for you guys, and lip balm. I can't,
Lip balm.
I do not leave my house without lip balm. I can't go anywhere without lip balm, so lip balm is a big one for me.
Wait, do you
Not
know what we all
unexpected.
forgot?
What?
What?
Comfortable shoes.
Yes, that's
How
true.
can you travel
That's
with not
true.
comfortable shoes?
For me, it's like flip-flops too.
Yeah,
I
I
take
love
my
flip-flops.
Havaianas, my Brazilian Havaianas, everywhere I go
Really?
because
Yeah.
that's what I want to wear when I'm on the plane. Like,
Yeah.
easy to get through security
Yeah.
and to do all of that.
Oh,
So
that's true.
I am like a flip-flop man.
I'm always cold, so I always bring extra socks in
Yeah.
the plane to put on.
So do I. So, we all got a fourth item. Comfortable shoes.
We cheated. Question number 5: hostel or hotel?
Oh man, hotel for me.
This was
All the
not
way.
typical for us, I
When I was younger, I'll tell you, I've done a lot of traveling, when I was younger, and hostels were not a big deal. And I could still be hostels and no problem whatsoever. But these days I value my comfort and my privacy. So hotel all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
do you
that I
think,
travel with Brian, we always stay in hotels. When I was traveling by myself, I would never stay in a hotel.
It's too
It was-
expensive when you're young and you're
Yeah.
traveling and you're like doing all this, by yourself and
And it's
everything.
where you meet people when you
Yeah,
travel.
it's
It's
true.
in hostels. So
Yeah.
if you travel alone, please don't stay in a hotel. Just go and then you can just meet people and it's
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But nowadays, a hotel.
Yeah, I think that's the best advice you're going to get out of this. Like,
true.
I sadly never stayed in a hostel when I traveled while young. I just, for whatever reason, never had the experience. So I'll say hotel here because like we're at that point now, and when you're in a relationship, you want your privacy and you want your comfort, but don't overspend on your hotel when you travel,
is true.
guys.
Oh,
Like find a budget hotel. Find it either based on location, recommendation from a friend, whatever it is, but like don't stay in some luxurious place because you just want to go back and sleep in that place and charge your cell phone and your camera. That's it. Like otherwise,
That's what you need. And take a shower. It's like everything you need.
Yeah,
when we stayed, a good example is when we went to Hawaii and we stayed in a wonderful location and our hotel was plenty fine, but there's no luxury to it.
Nothing
and we
luxurious about it.
loved our trip. So
our video is being interrupted by Kent. Kent would like to say hello to you guys.
Kent loves it.
All right. Question number 6. Are you a repeat visitor or do you explore new places?
Good question.
Yeah.
Good question.
I usually go to new places. I've been a few times in Amsterdam just because my godmother used to live there. So it was more like visiting her.
Right.
But since it was a tourist place, I've been there a few times.
Right.
But I like to see new places. There's so many places to see.
I know.
Go back to the same
And that's it. Like
you as well?
I mean, I'm honestly a bit of a blend between the two. Like I do, like we've been in Spain and I can't wait for my next opportunity to go back to Spain. But I guess it's to explore different parts of the country and just because I like the culture so much. I love their dining culture and like the wine of Spain. Like I'm excited to go back and see more of it. But then I really am torn because just like you, Michelle, like I think the world is so big and there are so many places that I want to see and none of us will ever have the chance to get to every place on our list.
Yeah.
So I also value like those new passport stamps. So
and I am a big new place visitor. I do not like to repeat vacation or anything. Even if I loved the experience, I just feel that, I've had that experience. I want a new experience. However, the exception to the rule is when you're visiting family. Because here we are again in Denver. Last year we came to Denver. Well, right now we're in Fort Collins. Kent likes family too.
No, this is great. I know my man. So much love.
All right.
Keep going. It's all good.
So the exception to the rule is to visit family. Obviously, when we lived in America, we would take a trip to Brazil to Recife at least once a year to see family. And now that we are in Brazil, we come to America and this is our second time in Denver, visiting family, and also in Omaha that we'll be going next week. So that's the exception to the rule. But if we're planning a vacation for ourselves, we're more likely to go somewhere new.
Somewhere brand new. I don't know what's next on our list, but too many to count.
Too many to play. Too many places. Okay. And Kent's here.
Kent, no, but it's not cool.
He's like, but I want to be a part of the video.
So cute.
His favorite place to travel is the front yard, which is where he's about to go. Question number 7, guys. Do you read up on your destination, like its culture, history, or safety, or do you just wing it? How do you guys like to travel?
I read it. You better believe that I do my research.
Girl likes to research right here.
I research everything and anything that I can possibly research. I buy travel books to the place. I know exactly where I want to eat. We will make restaurant lists of places that we want to go eat.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're really that's at least, I think it's because I'm so type A, my personality is so organized and like that I enjoy that research phase even before the travel and thinking about, oh my gosh, what is going to be like when we're there and everything. So.
And now, in the video we just made before this, guys, a video for Michelle's channel, which again, definitely check out after hours.
And it'll be down below.
And we talked in it about how to balance out your energy and your sort of pride as a couple. When it's time to let the other person win, and when it comes time to researching for vacations, it's my turn to let Priscilla win and let her take charge because I just don't care that much.
You're more chill.
I'm a little bit more chill when it comes to planning for trips. Prue does a great job. We do sort of make restaurant lists together, which is fun, but I'm much more willing just to sort of fly by the seat of my pants when it comes to traveling and just go where the day takes me. But if it happens to take me exactly where she tells me it's taking me, that's okay. I don't mind.
That's where I'm going.
That's where I'm going.
And what about you, Michelle?
I search like half of the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, it depends also how long I'm gonna stay. If I have a short time, I try to reschedule so I won't miss anything.
Yeah.
But if I have more time, I will just see like where are the interesting things to see, the interesting places to go. Sometimes if someone recommend a restaurant, I'll put in my list. But usually I just eat whatever. Like, I'm hungry. What's around? So I just eat. So like I plan kind of the things I want to see, but then I wake up. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna start here today, and then
You go with the flow.
Yeah.
I think that's nice, you know?
That's nice.
Because you never know what kind of a mood you're going to wake up in.
Yeah.
Or like what you feel. Is it a museum day? Is it a park day?
Exactly.
Is it like
So-
hang out in the cafe and sip wine all day sort of day?
And I think I am okay with that as well, because let's say that we have a plan to go somewhere outside, but it's a very cold day. You know, obviously we'll change our plans accordingly and maybe go to a museum that day. But what I try to do is like I try to pick the things that I really want to see where I am. You know, that I can't miss it. That I'll regret if I go back home and I didn't see it. So and
like
then I try to make it happen.
Gelato in Milan.
Gelato in Milan, pizza pasta.
Pizza pasta.
Oh yeah,
Gelato.
no, it's just pizza and pasta every day.
Okay, so question number 8 is your favorite travel website.
That's sort of a funny question.
Yeah.
Google Maps
Oh, yeah.
for me. Google
Yeah,
Maps,
Google
like
Maps
it's one of my favorite websites anywhere or anyway. I can just sit around and like zoom in on places and play with Street View for hours. And I love to do that about places that we're going to go also.
Yeah.
So I would say I love the Googles.
Yeah.
Nice. For me, when I'm gonna search, I put like, for example, we just went to New York, so I put New York tourism, and then I open every blog and start talking about it and start taking notes about it.
Yeah.
So I don't have a favorite, just
So that way you get more like personal opinions instead of just like
or my blog.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey,
Gonna talk
Michelle's
about
A
blog.
little cross promotion.
It's gonna be up here, guys. Go check out her blog.
Yeah.
For me, it's YouTube. Actually, I am an avid YouTube viewer, and I watch everything about. You know, if we're going somewhere, I'll research vlogs from people who have been to that place. And then I'll see, you know, I'm like, oh, this looks so cool. This looks so interesting. So YouTube is a great resource for me.
And I'll say we've had some of our better experiences because of this also.
Yeah.
I think it's key. Like that's someone who's been there before, who's had that experience and can share it with you. It's pretty awesome.
And we've got feedback from people because we vlog a lot in Recife, where we live, you know, which is a city in Brazil. And we've got feedback from people who have sent us message saying like, oh, thank you so much for showing us this place. We didn't know that this was there. Now, you know, I can go and visit. What do you recommend when I go to
and I think it's fun. We can be that for these people who are traveling now.
It's really cool.
And you for all the Brazilians who are thinking about coming here.
Yeah, definitely.
Question number 9. Where would you recommend a friend to visit? Name a city and tell them why.
Michelle.
New York.
And why?
I didn't know. I fell in love with the city.
That's
So,
awesome.
as I was telling Brian, it was one of my favorite trips. We were there for 3 days, but it's one of my favorite trips
Of all time.
times. New York is so like
It's got that
unexpected.
energy.
It's just amazing.
It's just the energy. You have so much to do. Like, of course, we didn't even do half of the things you could do there. And it's just a good city, nice, and it's just bad that it's expensive.
Yeah.
So you need to have more money to go there. But I've been recommending all my friends, like, please go to New York once in your life. I didn't believe that it was such a wow thing, but once I was there,
it's amazing. It takes your breath away.
Yeah, I remember too. I mean, and it's a little touristy these days, but I remember the very first time that I came up and out of the subway and I was in Times Square. I saw Times Square for the first time at night. And once you live there and are a New Yorker, it's not a place you go to spend much time. But the first time I saw it, my
mind-blowing.
my jaw just went slack and I just couldn't stop swiveling my head. I was like, what is this place?
Know, right?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I would say for me, Paris. If you have a chance to go to Paris one day in your life, go. Paris had been a top city in my list of like life to visit, and we had a chance to go to Paris, and it was magical. It was everything that I wanted to be and more. and it's just a magical city. It has that same kind of like mind-blowing experience that you get in New York. Paris is just romantic and beautiful, and we went there in the wintertime. And still, I was like, I don't care. Let's go walk again. Let's go for a walk in the cold.
We froze, but it doesn't matter because every time you get too cold, you stop at a little cafe, you have some wine or you have a coffee.
It's
no
just
problem.
magical. Paris is just unbelievable. One of my top cities in the world.
Yeah.
You, baby.
I'm going to say Barcelona.
Yes.
Barcelona is like the city, besides Paris, I think that we've had the most fun in. Like, we had just a magical vacation there. I love the energy. I love the food, the wine.
Yeah.
Like, winding through these little old-fashioned streets.
So medieval.
And, discovering new
like,
restaurants. And it's just, it's a beautiful city. Like, it's just one of those very few cities that we've traveled to in the world where we came away thinking, wow, we would live here.
We could live here.
For some reason, life took us to Spain and just like an opportunity opened up in Barcelona, we would say yes to live in Barcelona.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This is the last question, guys. Question number 10. You're living tomorrow. Money's no option, which is always a good thing.
I like this one.
Where are you going? Oh my goodness. Where are you going? I have to think about that one. So you guys go first.
Asia.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Money no option.
Asia, I don't know. I just had such an incredible time in the countries I've been that for me and Brian, we want to have our next trip in Asia. 'Cause it's just, it's amazing. It's really cool. It's fun. It's cheap, although the money is not a problem. But like, it's such a different experience from everywhere else I've been. Like the people, you have this impression that the people are gonna be kind of
standoffish.
but they're not. They're so friendly, so
That's
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a place in Asia specifically that you would
That's
go
a good question.
to?
Like one country that you recommend more than the others, or that you want to see more than the others?
We were crazy to go to Japan next, but my favorite of the ones I've been was Vietnam. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I didn't
I
know
would love to
anything
go.
about the country. I just went there and it was mind-blowing.
That's amazing. What about you, baby?
I was going to say like Southeast Asia also myself, just because Priscilla and I had plans once upon a time to travel and see Asia, and we wanted to have these experiences where we could backpack through different countries and eat the street food and meet the people and take the pictures and like it just, I don't know, it makes my heart sort of sing the thought of seeing these places and having those experiences. So it's funny like how we're answering the question because like money is no option, but I guess we're answering it in such a way as like you don't really need that much
money,
to have it anyway, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't take a big lavish trip if money was no option. I would want, the right backpack, and sure I'd like to stay, I guess, some hotels along the way, but Asia would be,
That's awesome.
I want some street food, some street noodles.
Oh, delicious.
I'm gonna go different than you guys, and I'm gonna say Iceland because Ryan and I have talked a lot about Iceland, and it's just, it just looks magical and from like another world. It looks from another planet, and I think that even to go to Iceland, I wouldn't plan, even if money was no option, guys, I wouldn't plan a luxury trip. That's not how we enjoy traveling. We like, to be comfortable, but we don't like to be like overly luxury. Doesn't matter.
Right.
But we like to explore. So I'd love to see Iceland. Perhaps do like rent a car and do a road trip around
like
Iceland.
make a ring around it. It's the
Yeah.
sort of place we'd like to film. Like we want to take our cameras. We want to have a drone and do it right.
Gosh.
Yeah.
There you go. So if money's no option, we're gonna spend it all in camera equipment.
We're gonna buy the drone.
And then we're gonna take the trip.
Well said.
So guys, this is it for our Wanderlust Tag. I really hope that you guys loved it and that you enjoyed, our answers, and you love to meet Michelle.
Yeah, we did. Thank you so much, Michelle, for helping us out with it and for inviting us to Fort Collins too.
Of course, it's great that you guys had time to come. It's awesome.
It's awesome to meet you.
Yeah. So make sure you check out her channel. Again, the link is down there. And thanks as always for watching our video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. And make sure you leave a lovely comment down below for us. And subscribe if you haven't. And we'll see you back in the next one.